Hi everyone, this is Sarfraz from Aristotle Prep, and we are looking at question 58 from the OG 13 critical reasoning chapter. So the stimulus says red blood cells in which the malarial fever parasite resides are eliminated from a person's body after 120 days. So these cells are eliminated after 120 days. Because the parasite cannot travel to a new generation of red blood cells, any fever that develops in a person more than 120 days after that person has moved to a malaria-free region is not due to the malarial parasite. Straightforward argument, because the malarial parasite, rather the red blood cells containing the malarial parasite are eliminated from a person's body within 120 days. If there is a fever that takes place after 120 days, it shouldn't or it couldn't possibly be because of the malarial parasite. Now the question then says you have to weaken the conclusion. So we have to come up with some option which says no, it is still possible that that fever which is happening after 120 days could be because of the malarial parasite. So let's look at the options. A says the fever caused by the malarial parasite may resemble the fever caused by flu viruses. Doesn't help. I mean, so what? How do we weaken it? We only weaken it if we can show that it actually is being caused by the malarial parasite. If it's being caused by flu, then doesn't weaken the argument at all. B says the Anopheles mosquito, which is the principal insect carrier of the malarial parasite, has been eradicated in many parts of the world. That doesn't help you weaken the argument at all. C says many malarial symptoms other than fever, which can be suppressed with anti-malarial medication, can reappear within 120 days after the medication is discontinued. When the symptoms appear, when they disappear, is not our concern. Our concern is if there is a fever that takes place 120 days after the person is moved to a malaria-free region, then can that still be because of the malarial parasite or not? And we have to weaken the argument, so we have to say it can still be because of the parasite. So C doesn't do that. D says, in some cases, the parasite that causes malarial fever travels to cells of the spleen which are less frequently eliminated from a person's body than are red blood cells. That is the perfect answer. Because the entire logic was based on the fact that these parasites are found in the red blood cells and the red blood cells are eliminated in 120 days. But what if the parasite moves to some other body part like the spleen, which is not eliminated in 120 days? Then, if the human being contracts a fever, then the fever could very well be because of the malarial parasite that has moved to the spleen or some other part. So D weakens the argument and should be the answer. E says, in any region infested with malaria-carrying mosquitoes, there are individuals who appear to be immune to malaria. That's definitely logical, but no connection with the argument, and not even remotely does it weaken the argument. So D for Denmark is the answer to the question. On a difficulty scale of 1 to 5, I would give it a 3. Have a nice day.